You certainly can. You can refuse the search. And if the officer proceeds with the search, later your defense attorney, because that's what's going to happen here, you're going to get arrested for something if anything is discovered in the vehicle. And we would argue that it ought to be suppressed because you refused the search. Now, here's the real problem. How do I, as the defense attorney, prove that you refused the search? Now, if there's body camera footage on and it doesn't mysteriously go missing, and you're saying, no, I don't agree to a search, don't search my car, you don't have a right, I'm protected by the Fourth Amendment, you're running into a situation where you're being adversarial with the officer. That can't prove helpful for us. But it may lead to that unlegal search because the officer, you've refused the search. Well, the officer in her mind may go, well, the only reason to refuse a search is because they've got something to hide. I need to find it, right? So, as again and again, police officers again are promoted internally based on statistical accomplishments, one of which is arrests. So you become then an excellent target for the arrest. But you have to somehow memorialize the fact that you refused the search. The way we do that today is cameras in our own cars. And they're fairly inexpensive. They're called dash cameras. I have one called ThinkWare. I'm not affiliated with ThinkWare, that records both front and the back and internally. Now, one of the things you want to be aware of, sometimes when cars pull out in front of you, when you have these systems in your car, you're going to let forth with some expletives. And those expletives will be captured by the internal camera in your car unless the mute button is pressed, which I don't do. So you've got to have more control over yourself, because if someone gets a hold of that, and let's just say you use the wrong word to describe somebody who's just cut you off, you're liable to suffer for that for years.